Hey everyone, Charlene Ortiz here. I just thought I would take you guys with me to go drive down the Las Vegas Strip just to see what it's like. I haven't been down here since, the whole outbreak and the casino shut down and everything just kind of went into the social distancing and isolation that we're now experiencing, and I just wanted to see what it's like. I had to go to the pharmacy and get my prescription, and I was so furious because the pharmacy closes at 7. Well, I showed up at 6:53. I went to run in, real quick, and the pharmacy had already closed. They decided to close about 10 minutes early, which infuriated me. So I called Walmart's customer service line and I filed a complaint because I drive 30 minutes to my pharmacy because I've been going there for 3 years now. When you have a good relationship with the pharmacist, especially with the type of medications I get, you want to hold on to that. But anyway, I'm really upset. I wasted that gas and that time driving down there just for them to close a few minutes early. All right, so here we are. You guys just saw on your right hand side, that was MGM. I was on Tropicana, and like I said, I just want to see how it is. It's really weird, you always see people, you see that little crosswalk. I'll zoom it on it right here. No, it didn't work very well. But there is nobody. Sorry, my husband called right when I was showing you guys that. He always calls at the worst time. Anyway. But yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's completely deserted. I mean, obviously, of course it's going to be completely deserted. But, just to see that these crosswalks, these escalators with no people on it, like not one person. I think this is, I wanted to film this because I think this is something that hopefully we'll never see again in our lifetime. A deserted Las Vegas Strip is hopefully something that we'll never see again. Hopefully there won't be any type of crisis or tragedy, that will cause this to happen. But I thought you guys, might be interested to see, what does Las Vegas look like right now? And this is what it looks like, just empty and deserted. I don't know if I can go into the casino. I don't know if they're letting people inside. I assume not, because, why would there be a reason to go inside the casino? But, and obviously for, health and safety reasons, we're all trying to, stay separated from people and, isolate ourselves. And I know it's been really hard, it's been really hard for a lot of people. Well, see, there's some cops right there. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you can see the blinking lights. Some police right there. I'm not really sure. I guess they're, I don't know, maybe checking in on people, seeing if there's people walking around. Why are they walking around? But God, this is just, it's so weird, you guys. It's just so weird. Here, I'm going to take my phone out and show you this. Right here, look at that. Escalator, walkway, just nothing. Just completely empty. And this is, obviously, sorry guys. Obviously always full of people. So I'm definitely, like everybody else, looking forward to when this crisis is over. And this is, I guess, they are calling this our Pearl Harbor Week. I'm sorry, my phone isn't positioned very well. That's a little better. Where we're going to see the most deaths than we have, you know, since this whole crisis started. I guess this is they're considering this to be the top of the curve right now. And obviously we're all hoping and praying that it's going to be a lot less deaths than what they're predicting. And I just heard on the news that the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, that the governor of California was saying that it definitely is not as bad as what he thought it was going to be. And that's saying a lot, especially for the state of California, because they are one of the states that got hit the hardest with this. So, you know, but, you know, the thing is, you know, whenever we talk about any type of tragedy and people that have died, and, you know, let's say they're predicting 200,000 deaths. I think that actually might be the prediction. I don't know, to be honest. But let's say that they're predicting 200,000 deaths. See that the entrance is blocked off right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I tried to turn it, but the light turned. So the entrance to the Wynn, or the Palazzo, is blocked. I'm going to make a U-turn here in a second. I don't want to go all the way to the Stratosphere. I'm going to pick up the... Well, actually, I'll make a U-turn and show you guys the other side. But, you know, if they're expecting 200,000 and only 10,000 die, you know, obviously everyone's encouraged. Everyone's like, that's great. You know, we're glad that it wasn't bad as what we thought it was going to be. But still, there are 10,000 people that died. 10,000 families that are mourning right now and going through excruciating pain that only those that have lost a loved one could ever understand or empathize with. So those are still, even if it was 10 people that died, those are still 10 people, 10 families that lost someone that they love. You know, 10 wives, 10 husbands, you know, 10 children, mothers and fathers that have lost somebody that they love. And, you know, it's a tragedy, you know. And obviously we don't want to get too political, but I despise China. You know, I think they're evil. You know, from, you know, the news and the information that I listen to and I watch, you know, there was so much that they knew, so much that they did. I don't know if any of you guys saw a video that was leaked of a Chinese girl that was going and buying all the supplies, all the face masks and everything at Home Depot, kind of laughing about it before all this outbreak started. And it's a video. You can find it on YouTube. I don't know what you would look for, like girl buying masks at Home Depot. I don't know. I could ask my husband where he saw it, but and it was before this crisis, you know, all this hit. So, you know, somebody knew something. a lot of people knew something, you know, before this happened. And you know, they wanted there to be economic devastation, and they wanted people to suffer, and it's just disgusting and despicable to me, you know. But anyway, like I said, it really is a tragedy. I'll show you guys the other side of the strip. I'm making a U-turn right here. And but you know, I'm sure other people have uploaded videos on YouTube already of what Las Vegas looks like. At least I assume so. There's 2 million people that live here. I'm sure somebody else had the same idea I did. But like I said, I thought you guys would be interested in just seeing what it looks like. But I'll be happy. Everybody's going to be happy when this is all over. I do miss driving for Lyft. I do miss that social interaction, you know, I was getting with my passengers. Because, you know, it was something I look forward to, since I don't really... I don't have like a traditional job, you know, where I go to work 9 to 5, where I don't get to work with clients every day like I used to. That was a social interaction I really looked forward to. I was making great money. I did try Postmates and DoorDash, and it wasn't even close to the amount of money that I make with Lyft. With Lyft, you know, at least here in Las Vegas, I make $20 to $30 an hour. My experience driving for Lyft in Las Vegas has been really good. Everyone's experience, of course, is going to be unique. I do get a lot of tips, but I'm a friendly girl. You know, I like to talk to people. I like to laugh with my passengers. You know, I have a very kind of a loud, bold, you know, fun personality, you know, when they're in the car with me. And plus, you know, people are drinking, having fun. They're in a good mood. You know, they're here to party. They're here to have a good time and see a good time. And I try to, you know, contribute to that, you know, by having a fun attitude and laughing with them and joking with them, you know, whatever. And so I get a lot of tips. So it's definitely, you know, when it comes to Lyft, no matter what city you live in, you have to be somebody that really enjoys being around people, working with people. And obviously, you know, being a personal trainer for the past 20 years, my whole job is working with people, providing a service to people, getting into their personal lives, you know. And see, look at that. I'm sorry, I know I keep saying the same thing, but like I said, just look how empty it is. It's just, you know, the lights aren't on. Just trying to zoom in, you guys can see, but it's just so weird, you know, like apocalyptic. Very strange to see Vegas like this, and kind of sad. But anyway, so even when I'm with my Lyft passengers, we will often start talking about, you know, personal things, and you know, get into deep conversations. A lot of times they're not expecting to get with their Lyft driver, and when they find out I'm a personal trainer, the questions start flying. Oh, how can I do this? How can I, you know, get a better butt, or, you know, get rid of my stomach, or blah, blah, blah. You know, all the questions start flying out when they find out that I'm a personal trainer. And that's one thing whenever I would go to social outings or parties, which I haven't been to a party in years. But in the past, when I have gone to parties or whatever, I would always tell my friends, please don't tell people I'm a personal trainer, because I just get bombarded with questions. You know, and not that I love what I do. I'm sorry, my windshield's kind of dirty, guys, but I do love what I do. But it is kind of obnoxious when I'm somewhere where I'm trying to escape from work and just have fun and let loose, and people are asking me, how do I, you know, get in shape? How do I lose weight? I just had a baby, you know, whatever. But, you know, I'm not faulting people for doing that. You know, I think it's just natural. You know, everybody wants to, you know, have a good body and get in shape, and they encounter someone that has the knowledge to help them do that. You know, of course, they're going to ask questions. So it's not like I really fault people for that. But look at that, completely empty. Nobody on the escalator. It's even blocked off. I don't know if you guys can see the do not enter signs on the escalators. So they're probably not even letting people into the casinos. So I will be happy, you know, when people are able to go back and resume their normal lives. I feel very fortunate that we live on a property that is separated and kind of isolated from everyone, and a property that I can just go out and go hiking whenever I want. And a lot of people don't have that. You know, if they live in big cities or, you know, what have you, in small spaces, they don't have the luxury to just go out and, you know, go on a 1 hour hike and be completely isolated and not, you know, have to worry about interacting with anybody or running, you know, just encountering anybody. You know, a lot of people don't have that. And I'm very grateful that we live on a property in a place at a time like this, you know, where we can, I can enjoy that. You know, I can just step out my back door, and, you know, there's miles and acres of property, of trails for me to go hiking on, and I know I'm not going to encounter another human being. You see, there's the police right there, probably questioning people that are walking around like, what are you Why are you walking around? God, this is so weird. But, so it will be good, you know, when I'm able to go out and start driving for Lyft again. And, get back to my normal schedule, making money. I mean, right now, because obviously my husband's not working, I'm not making money. We are officially flat broke. I mean, we literally have like 80 cents to our name. We have no money right now. We are completely broke. We're just waiting for my husband's last paycheck, which his boss is taking forever to send because he's an asshole. You know, at a time when we're desperate for money, he's just taking his sweet time to send his last paycheck to him. You know, and if we had that right now, we'd be doing okay. You know, at least until we get the stimulus. Because we did go ahead and file our taxes, so that way we could get the stimulus check as soon as possible by direct deposit. Even the Bellagio fountains aren't on, and, you know, none of that stuff. None of that stuff. You know, so like millions of other people, I'm sure we are flat broke right now. And the only reason I had money to pay for my medication and to even buy groceries, which, you know, we barely have any food left. And I don't really eat that much. You know, I'm kind of skinny, so I don't eat that much, which is good. But my husband does. You know, he's a big man. He's a thick man, a muscular man. He needs food. Our animals obviously need food. But the only reason we had money was because my roommate was generous enough to pay us $50 for watching her animals while she was out of town, which I initially told her, you know, you don't have to pay us. We don't watch your animal. We don't expect money for watching your animals. Like, they're not hard to watch. You know, they're easy animals to take care of. But we did have, she was gone for the night last night. I guess she was helping a friend that was going through a tough time. And we did take care of her, all the animals, even Sage. She spent the night with us. You know, meaning we had to take her out and get up early and make sure she went out in the morning and feed her and all that stuff. So, but again, we don't mind. Like, it's not something for us that is a burden. You know, because even though Sage is a puppy and she is kind of a lot of work, she is a great dog, and she's learning, you know, she's learning quick. So again, it's not a hassle or an inconvenience really for us to watch them, you know, which is why I told her, you know, you don't have to give us any money for it. But she knows that we are struggling right now, and you know, because my husband can't find any work, and you know, which most people right now, you know, obviously can't. But again, you know, millions of other people are in the same shoes that we're in. You know, probably don't have money for food and money for just basic things. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we're at the end. Mandalay Bay is the last casino on the Strip. This is it. This is Vegas during the coronavirus, completely abandoned. And just pray to God in our lifetime you'll never see this again. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me on my little tour and just listening to my ramblings. I know I'm not really saying anything, you know, mind-breaking or anything like that. Okay, guys, remember, take care of yourself, especially right now. Protect yourself physically and emotionally, and don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it. Bye-bye.